you've ever been to JFK Airport before, you might have come across this strange-looking building. This building, formerly an air terminal for TWA, is now the TWA Hotel, and just recently, I had a chance to experience it, and I decided to bring you along. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the TWA Hotel, a Planespotter's dream. Now, some quick history about the hotel. The hotel opened in 1962 as the TWA terminal for the airline TWA. The terminal was designed by architect Eero Saarinen, who also worked on St. Louis Arch. However, when TWA went bankrupt in 2001, the terminal became abandoned and sat abandoned for 18 years until it was reopened as the TWA Hotel. The hotel has a lot of things that the airport once had, including a real replica departure board. At the main terminal, 2 long tunnels, which formerly connected to the airport terminals, now lead to both wings of the building. We would be staying in the Hughes wing of the building with a runway view, and the runway view did not disappoint. After we unpacked a little, we headed up to the rooftop deck to see that day's main attraction, an Etihad A380. But you might be wondering, what's so special about an A380? They go to JFK Airport all the time. Well, before 2020, Etihad A380s were a common sight at JFK Airport. But in 2020, at coronavirus, Etihad grounded all their A380s. Just recently, service had begun between Abu Dhabi and London Heathrow Airport, and today was the first day of service between Abu Dhabi and JFK Airport. Now, we weren't the only ones ready to see this cool plane. A bunch of plane spotters had already arrived with all their tripods and cameras ready to see the plane, one of them being LA Flights, a popular plane spotter from the Los Angeles area. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy some plane spotting action. Now, a bit of a room tour. Now, our hotel room had a lot of things that made it look like it was from 1962, which was the year that the TWA terminal was created. While everything was great, there was one thing that I really disliked. It was this garbage mat that you had to put your garbage on. And also, there was a garbage can in the bathroom, so it wasn't really worth it. Now, I really liked everything about this hotel room, except the garbage mats. Comfy beds, great views, awesome things. It was crazy. And the bathroom was really nice, too. It had a touch of vintage and modern, including this old TWA soap that was pretty cool. After that, we headed back up to the roof deck, so enjoy some more planes. plane spotting, it was time to check out some more of the hotel itself. In addition to having a lot of plane stuff, the hotel also had quite a few vintage cars. They even had a DeLorean from Back to the Future. In the hotel's courtyard, there's a real-life plane, none other than Connie the Constellation. Connie is one of 4 constellations remaining. She was moved from Maine to the TWA hotel in 2018. Now, Connie had been turned into a bar, so I went to check that out. The inside of Connie was really nice, and it made it look like it was still an old flying plane for TWA. And by far, the coolest thing about Connie has to be her cockpit. But sadly, when we went, the cockpit was not opened. Now it's time to check out some cool things inside the hotel. The coolest thing about the inside of the hotel is the mini museum of all the flight attendant suits of over the years. They also had old payphones, which actually also worked. There was also a twister room, which was really cool, but sadly, we didn't have any time to play. We were too busy exploring. There was also a mini exhibit on how Connie got from Maine to JFK and her history, and it was really cool. Now, it was time to check out something at the end of the huge red tunnels. Something pretty cool. At the end of each red tunnel, there were secret rooms, as we called them. These secret rooms contained old nostalgic stuff that made it look like it was from 1962, the year the flight terminal opened. This one had a nice big globe, which was loud, but it was also very fun to spin. They also had a mini replica of the flight terminal. This one was supposed to replicate a living room in 1962, and it looks pretty nostalgic. This one was basically a blueprint room where all the blueprints for the flight terminal were made. Well, not really, but it's supposed to look like that. Then, from our room, we decided to plane spot a bit, so sit back, relax, and enjoy this montage of some planes. finished plane spotting, we had dinner, and then it was time to go to bed. We woke up the next morning bright and early in hopes of going to the rooftop pool and seeing some planes. Then it was pretty much time to leave. Now, I had a really fun time at this hotel, and I would really recommend you checking this out for yourself because it's really, really cool, especially if you like planes, then it's right up your alley. Then we waved goodbye to the TWA hotel, probably not for the last time, and headed for the road. And then on the way home, we saw this.